Morgan, can you just talk about, I guess, what you're able to do in the circle today, keeping the hitters off balance and pitching the complete game shutout?
Yeah, I think I knew today Mexico's aggressive. They swing early on in the count. So I think it was more of spin and locate rather than blow up by people today and really use my defense.
And you mentioned the players behind you and your teammates a little bit, and some new faces in the lineup this week, Via and Candy Kreitz. What do you like about, and I guess Riley Love as well, what do you like about those three freshmen and what they're able to accomplish this weekend?
Yeah, I thought our freshmen did great. I think as freshmen, you go out and you're pretty fearless. You really don't have anything to lose. You're trying to prove yourself in your first year. So I think that they did a really good job of just going out and competing, whether that was on defense or on offense.
What do they mean to this team to, sort of get your first series sweep?
I thought it was huge. I think we really fought as a team this weekend, whereas I think we were kind of trying to build it up the last few weekends. And I think, especially going into conference here in a few weeks, I think it's going to be huge for team chemistry and just all around playing.
From a defensive standpoint, what's something that sort of sticks out to you that you guys need to continue to work on? As you mentioned, conference plays right around the corner. What have you guys learned so far?
I think we're our best when we communicate on the field. I think we tend to do better, play together when we're communicating. So I think all in all, communication would be key for us.
Any other questions for Morgan? All right, thank you so much, Morgan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
All right, now we have Coach Ford joining us.
Coach, can you just kind of talk about Morgan's performance in the circle today?
Yeah, Morgan did a really good job. I was telling her at the end of the game, I thought honestly she did well the entire time, but the thing that I was most impressed with was her last inning. It's really easy in that situation to kind of let up a little bit, but I thought she did a really nice job of closing the door for us. So it was nice to not have to make a change at that point and give someone else, a save there. I mean, I thought she just battled through the whole time. I was really proud of how she competed.
What does it mean for this team to get their first series sweep?
I think it's always nice. I mean, we're on an incline right now, and that's what we're talking about. And that's, our goal is to keep getting better as we move forward into the second half of the season here. So I think it's really beneficial, and it's going to continue to give us momentum going into next weekend as well.
I don't know if you've been asked about this. Do you have an update on Riley?
I don't yet. I haven't talked to our trainer yet.
And then in terms of that part of the lineup, how big is it to get that kind of production at the plate from your 7, 8, 9, and even maybe a little bit your 6, but more that bottom of the lineup area?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of positive with that. I mean, those 3 at the bottom, they're freshmen as well. So I think that just shows a lot of excitement for the future of our program. They have done a really good job day in and day out of buying into the process, and they haven't necessarily got the same amount of playing time as everyone else, but other than Riley, but they're ready when their number has been called. So I was real pleased with them. Frozen.
So far, Coach, what do you feel like is sort of the area that you guys need the most room to still grow?
Honestly, I say this a lot, but it's just really understanding the process and really understanding the things that we can control versus the things we can't control. It's really easy for us to sometimes get distracted by things that aren't going to help us succeed and grow and get better. And I think that's just an overall life philosophy, but I think that's just the area we will continue to grow and improve on, throughout as we continue building the culture of our program. So just staying present and growing and understanding the things we can control versus the things we cannot control.
Even though the scoreboard only said 1 run in the end, were you pretty happy with your teams at bats? Seemed like without the win, you would have had a couple of those might have left the park.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. I mean, we try to be so conscious with our team and the way we communicate with our team that we're not caught up in the result of their at bats, because that's so easy to do in this game. You're always followed by that number next to your name in terms of a batting average and ERA and things like that. But what's most important to us is moving forward and working on the next pitch and honestly staying stubborn. They don't need to change anything. They're hitting the ball square. They're hitting the ball hard. So just understanding, like, from our perspective, like, we're not trying to change things and do things differently. Like, stay stubborn, stay with it. You're putting really good balls in play right now. And that's life. I mean, you can do everything right sometimes and it's still not going to go your way. But how are we going to respond to that? We got to keep moving forward with it. So I was really pleased with that. I think from the, first weekend of the season until now, that's an area we've really improved and an area we're going to continue to improve on, because that's an emphasis for us.
Coach, just 1 week until, or I guess you have 1 week left until conference play starts. So what do you want to see from your team in this little, 6-game weekend coming up next week?
Yeah, I think just continuing to grow and improve and continue on that incline going into that second half of the stretch there. I want to be able to still balance the experience on our team a little bit. So hopefully get some more, have some more opportunities for some other people to gain experience as we move forward. Because the reality is, with the COVID year, we don't know, what our roster is going to look like on a given weekend. So we want to make sure that everyone is prepared to do whatever they got to do to help us win. So, but honestly, I mean, just keep growing, keep getting better, keep working on the things that we can control, and keep working on winning pitches. That's going to be the winning recipe for us.